We're a bit late. We're a bit late. Bro, what? What the fuck? Where's my... Come on, bruh. I cannot find my my YouTube channel. What happened? Like my Chrome stuff is weird. This was my channel. What happened here? I don't know what was my email. Fuck, why did this have to happen, bro? I know I have to find my YouTube channel, which I completely forgot even which email I'm logged in. Fuck. Fuck me, bro. Like, why, bro? Why? Now I have no idea which email I was logged in, bro. Oh my god, this is so fucking annoying. Of course this had to happen, why wouldn't it, right? Blah blah blah, no, don't link. Fuck. Oh my god, now I have to stay and waste time to try find my YouTube account. Because I don't remember which email I have too many emails. Let me see. Fuck. What even email am I logged in, bro? Can I see my... Oh, okay. At least this. Fuck. I have too many emails. It is not okay. When you do this to me. Okay, give me a verification code, bruh. Oh my god, bruh. 903907308. Fuck you. Okay. Alright, finally back. Come on, bruh. We'll work in a video. Oh. Yeah, I have to do a video with my Notion template. Okay, so let's get to it. Yes, get. My bro, I look like a fucking priest. I need a haircut as soon as possible. Okay, let's get back to it. So we need to start fast. We need to move fast and as fast as possible. As fast as possible in human behavior. We need to go and do the breakdowns that I have to catch up on, which I need to stop delaying them. Like did I do the XY? Let me remember. Okay, I did the XY. I think I did Euro or I didn't do Euro, so PC star fucking shut the fuck up, bruh. Oh, I remember this day. But I have too many drawings. I need to do something about this shit. We were Thursday, like here. So from here to here on this candle. So this Thursday we had that massive displacement higher basically. And what happened is we instantly left of this 4 hour. Oh my god, this was one of the craziest days. Like 300 pips in delivery. Jesus fucking Christ. 360. I didn't even fucking realize we printed so much. Wow. This is probably the craziest day I've seen so far. In terms of 360 pips in one fucking day. It's crazy. It's crazy though. I don't know what happened lately with this extreme volatility in the market. I swear to God. Massive display. Oops, I forgot to. I should have done it a bit wider. Massive displacement. What the fuck was this day, bro? Like huge displacement day. It's when they probably the biggest I've seen in my life before NFP. 360 pips printed straight off the 4-hour gap, getting mitigated before getting mitigated at midnight. That's crazy though. I didn't even like realize and displaced over the range high. Ew. That's crazy. I keep wanting to delete this because I thought it's a wick, but it's not a wick. Like there's not even like crazy rebalances, to be honest. Like there's not even like, it's just like pure delivery. Like bruh. Like just pure delivery. Like what is this, bruh? Pure delivery. Like not even strong rebalances or anything. Just pure delivery with New York slightly retracing. Let's see. I mean, we had kind of like an initiation, but it's something I usually kind of see a lot of times. And the same thing happened here, so it's kind of repeating pattern. We have price mitigating that and price holding this. So it's kind of, yeah, and then price reverse of the rejection block. This is pretty interesting. So what I want to highlight from this day is obviously this was midnight. This was like, I don't even know, like a trending displays. Obu. So it's clear. Obu Asian highs. Obu London highs. And here we just reversal of this reversal of rejection. I mean short-term reversal, but what's really interesting is how we use that order block. So basically, in both cases, very aggressive price action with a trending displays to start off the day. What's interesting is the order blocks formed around session highs ended up getting retested. So maybe it's a pattern in heavy delivery days. Maybe it is, I'm not sure, but this had the same happened here. We initiated lunchtime, retraced to, yeah, it's, to say the least, it's interesting. Let's see. So yeah, and same here, exactly the same thing, but here was a bit more playable, but the rejection block was too high. So what is also interesting is, why is my intuition kind of signaling this? I mean, yeah, we basically created liquidity, displaced. Yeah, this is, at least that is interesting. Like the behavior here is interesting because we stacked. Here we had like a low rebalance. We need to also break down kind of Asia, what Asia did. I feel like I need to start like breaking down also what Asia did, because I feel like it's still kind of important, right? Like it helps you. I want to start breaking down what Asia did, and midnight and New York lunchtime. I want to like break down like everything I can basically from a day's perspective. So here's where like a low hanging fruit AVG. So this was stacking buy side here, stacking buy side. Stacking buy side, like this is a small AVG here. This place, so this is like Frankfurt. This place is kind of like an Asian lunchtime, but not really. London open, retrace, and I think this is around what timing it is. 10:30. Oh my god, perfectly. What the fuck? 10:30. It's actually interesting. In this case, it's also interesting what Asia did and how we stacked buy side with the previous range high. 10 massive displacement, higher above it, low hanging fruit rebalance. Frankfurt open this place, leaving the London open to retrace like a judo swing. 10:30 timing, we start displacing higher. So interesting, but it's not like really proper, like really proper like rebalances I can call. But this is a nice displacement though. Let me see. So this is pretty interesting. So we ended up also holding that FVG throughout lunchtime. So here we kind of had an inversion, but it was incomplete, I would say. Can I make like the... Why isn't it? Bruh, complete, bruh. It doesn't want to work. Okay. So this was kind of like incomplete. Complete inverse. But we ended up holding a gap here. Gap. Potential entry that we ended up holding to break higher. Here we had like a very initial reaction, but we didn't even come here. So from here we just respect the gaps. Like price at the start of London was kind of slow in this case. I need to also start monitoring lunchtime. I need to monitor midnight. I feel like it's useful things, even though it's more work. It's still like useful things. We had kind of a struggle inverse incomplete one, where a small gap ended up getting held. Price was kind of slow until we broke above that high, is when price started being a bit more aggressive and a bit more clear on respecting FVGs. Now we need to break down lunchtime. Lunchtime basically initiated hard, but with what? Didn't initiate off this FVG right here. So it was like 10, 12 FVG, boom, hard initiation here. Could be a gap, but in this case, like when I see displacement like this, we also expect a deep pullback. So boom, 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 and then at the end of lunchtime, we had a pretty decent gap here. I wonder how it looks on the 3-minute. Ooh, it looks a bit better on the 3-minute. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah. So here we had a pretty decent market. That's still a bit choppy, but yeah. So then we started like, well, we're gonna break only lunchtime for now, which is this basically. Basically lunchtime kind of set an intention here. So let's see, what is it? Ooh, oopsies. So held. It's important that it held this to lunchtime displacement. Time displacement. Hello, lunchtime displacement. We here it's also kind of an incomplete inversion. So incomplete inversion, and if not even the rebalance is like not even proper, lack of displacement, I would say. So balanced, actually balanced. Then boom, this was taken as endorsement, and the gap around here and the order block basically ended up getting taken. Here we had like market structure shift, which would this way. Okay, please bro. Okay, come on bro. Okay, this was kind of like, I don't even know, like initiated intention. So I'm not even sure how to call this. I don't even know. So we're gonna leave it like that. It's kind of, this is again, it's lunchtime. Oops, I should have done this. We need to start studying lunchtime as well, and we need to start studying New York in sessions, like New York AM session, New York PM session, right? I would like to do that with my session indicator, but I don't know if I can. Yeah, lunchtime initiated. Lunchtime initiated. Had a massive rejection of the highs, which indicated lower prices to retrace gap too big, and because of the rejection, most likely a deep pullback. It came into London highs or the block. Then we initiated an intention higher towards the rejection. Basically, New York is a bit weird. I mean, here was it kind of formed, like, regardless of this, it's interesting if you see it from a bearish perspective. So this was, why is lunchtime so aggressive here? Like, lunchtime was extremely aggressive lower, and then we just ended up doing shit. But this became driven liquidity for sure. That became driven liquidity, and then price of course ended up failing, but that's part two, right? Where lies all the information is within this consolidation. If you do not study price, this might look like a normal, like nothing to learn, right? But it is. So first we had this rejection block around here. That was pretty interesting. So, bro, what am I? What? It was huge rejection block. Also we ended up hitting a supply here. Supply, lower time frame rate. Look what it retab. So here was the intention built by lunchtime. So we'll actually write lunchtime intention. Lunchtime intention prior we kind of slowed. Came for the high. I think this is 0.5. 0.5. Boom. This is an inversion here. Inversion. Ended up, we rated the low, retapped that, then boom, ended up respecting the supply. And here is one major thing that can give us a way that we're going lower is the buyers getting rejected. Rejected, inversion, massive displacement lower towards zone liquidity. I mean, it's a pretty interesting consolidation, like a tight consolidation type shit. But I'm not sure how to explain it. Boom, 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 boom. Had first intention here and reacted lower. Now it was a matter of, do we hold this intention lower of the rejection block, which we did. When we came right here, we started failing. We had an FVG that should have held. As soon as we break below it, it's clear that we're reaching for this and for this. Basically, yeah. Interesting consolidation here, actually. We had the first move higher that was initiated in lunchtime towards 0.5 of the rejection block, ended up causing an intention lower. As soon as that happened, also considering that wick, there was the question, do we support and continue this intention? Answer was given when we came back into the supply and started rejecting buyers. As soon as buyers got rejected and price closed below and inversed the gap that should have held, confirmation for price reaching into lunchtime low. Basically, I'm curious, on the 1 minute, did we have like some? Nah. Here I'm curious, but this was actually really interesting, to be honest. With DXY, let me see. So this is like, for me it's hard to comprehend like SMTs on opposing pairs. So this had like, wait, bro, why is it not moving where it should be? I need to put, wait, I need to put this like, I think this, thank you for saying this, this is actually useful, because I want to compare them and see. SMT 2 column, let's do. One's here is DXY, I suppose, and one was 0 here. Oh yeah, now I see it. Okay. Wait. Actually, now I understand it. I just realized. Because make this bigger. Can you be even bigger than this, bro? What is it doing, bro? Like, make yourself bigger. Thank you. Like, look, here's the SMT. Basically, like, DXY took this high and Euro didn't. So Euro was showing signs of weakness here. But then, like, this part, it was the same. But what is the SMTs here? You're saying, yeah, true. Because DXY took the low, but it had really similar price actually. If you're looking at price, like, it had that same mitigation here, same like boom. Then it came, and here's where there's the big change. Like, DXY took the high, Euro didn't, and then we had an intention lower, which got respected on both pairs. Nice. Okay. How do I do this? Okay, SMT. Can I also make this like the same size? Okay, nice. So interesting SMT here with DXY taking that wick low while the Euro didn't, like that. But in terms of behavior, I feel like, I mean, they both came into the lunchtime high. I remember I actually broke down DXY, but it's a good sign. Okay, let's do GU now. We're not standing around on shit. Let's do GU. I have too many drawings, but I need to delete my drawings because it's annoying as fuck. I mean, it's pretty much the same, except I feel like in New York the behavior is different, way more choppier, and ooh, wait, so Geo didn't have this strong of a lunchtime reaction clearly, and on this retracement, basically, so annoying, bruh. Where am I? This was 111. 111. Yeah, it's the same timing. Basic on lunchtime was way more aggressive here, lower. Let me actually have this by my side to actually understand what happened, because that's what I want to see. Basically, that orientation was way lower. Actually, we balanced 0.5 of the range. But this part again weaker on this leg compared to Euro. Euro was, but it's really similar. But this leg was way weaker in Euro. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this was, I think Geo was better to sell. Actually, like it was better to sell. Oh yeah, it was. It actually came towards this Asian FVG here. Ooh, you could, and you had like a way better entry here, because you had like this inverse. Oh, I think I remember this. I think I was monitoring this inverse, but I'm not 100% sure. But this was actually pretty clean. You would have either inverse, kind of incomplete, I would say. But let's say you would have entered on this gap and target London lows. Ooh, 3.35. Even though like the only confluence you had was basically like lower time frame. Ooh, but wait, isn't this like a huge difference compared to Euro? In weakness, I feel like I knew that G was gonna be weaker, but I feel like it's way weaker than Euro. Let's see. Oh shit, it's way weaker. Oh my god, look, like G reached into this low. G reached into this low. Euro is basically at around here. Oh my god, bro. Like around here, that's crazy. It was so much weaker. Yes, sir. Oh my god, but it printed a lot. Like it's a big difference if I'm, even though hard time frame. Ooh. Okay, buddy. Oh my god. I mean, it made a bit more sense since Euro did reach into pretty good POI here on the 4 hour, while Jew didn't. It actually had sell side, but oh my god, bro. Imagine catching that sell here. 50. Oh wait, I didn't even see this. There was actually some good opportunities this week, but that's crazy, bro. Let's see AUD USD. I'm curious. Where is AUD USD? Oh my god, bro. Like, what is this, bro? Oh my god, bro. Compared to you, like, it's a massive difference. I call it SMT FVG, where you break the FVG and you didn't. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's actually a really nice confluence if you think about it. Because that's like, that's even better than an SMT. Because if Jew violates, an FVG and Euro doesn't, that's a pretty huge sign. But I'm curious. Let's see again. Let's see lower time frames here. Where it is. Let's see again. Yeah, because Euro didn't really inverse here. I wouldn't call this an inverse. Like this, I wouldn't really call an inverse. Like price really barely closed. Like, see, that made a huge difference here, because that made a huge difference, because here Geo closed closed below way stronger, and we had also this move to back that shit up, and here Euro didn't. So because Euro didn't, look what move it made to pull back, while look where Geo came. Like, it's a big difference. And also I feel like here it's a big difference. We have two gaps instead of one. It's interesting, but this is hard price action to try and differentiate, but it's still like really nice. It's actually it's a smart choice. I use it too a lot of times. You break the FVG, you mean this one here? Due respect, you mean this? I mean, that Euro would be weaker and you stronger, but it wasn't that case. Like we can clearly see that. So let's compare, bro. You mean this FVG here, or what FVG do you mean? This FVG? Okay, so let's compare. Let's actually study, because might as well, right? So I would actually call this, wait, because it looks weird. I would actually call this a valid close. Let's compare again. Where's my notion? Well, not two columns. Let's look. So this is U and Euro. Let's see. But we're on the 5 minute. Yeah, we're on the 5 minute on both pairs. This one I don't think has sessions, which is a bit weird. I should have removed this drawing. But I mean, breaking an FVG means an inverse for value gap, doesn't it? I don't understand. You mean this or what? I don't understand what you're meaning, because this is what I would pay attention to. In this case, would be this gap on both pairs. Like if this one gets invalidated, I would consider bearish prices. Like that's what I would pay attention to. Or this, you mean? I mean, here is not even a gap present. Or this. I mean, this is what I would pay attention to. I don't know, bro. Or you mean, oh, but there's huge difference in price. Like here, you had gaps formed. Euro didn't have anything. That's actually, let me also remove my sessions here because I feel like it's confusing a bit. And also let's remove this. So what we care about is this lunchtime price action. 1625. This this inverse, this bullish one here, because this is, oh wait, I'm confused. Like, do you mean the bullish gap or this bearish gap? Because this is again an inverse. I'm confused. But so he had this downwards gap respected. This is similar until here. Similar bearish price action here, printed U, printed gaps. Then we had the move higher. I think this, around this. Also, you mean the bearish gap, okay. But it's a difference because GU had 2 bearish gaps and Euro had 1. And look how it like mitigated it. Like how, what do you mean? Like you said that you break the FEG. I mean, true, it did break. So that means, isn't that this, doesn't this mean that Euro is stronger than GU? I thought like in this case, I wouldn't really look at that. I would look at this. Like that's what I would look at. I would pay attention to this. Oh my god, it's raining actually pretty hard. I have to close my window. I would pay attention to this and this. Let's see. Well, for me, Jew is clearly weaker. Like regardless of what part you look at. If you look at this FEG, yes, Euro broke it. That means it's stronger. Jew barely like wicked it here. This would have been a crazy entry if you managed. Ooh, wait. It's raining too hard. SMTs, for example, Euro taking the, I don't know what that means, but Jew didn't, which means what, something I call it an SMT for FVG, where you break the FVG and you respect it. Yeah, but yeah, I understand that you call like an SMT FVG, but doesn't that SMT FVG means Jew is weaker and Euro's not? Jews technically, yeah, this is the SMT we're talking about, right? Like this bearish gap here, like this bearish gap here, getting broken on euro on Jew didn't. This means, uh, oops, so retarded. Jew is weaker and euro stronger, no? Like doesn't that doesn't isn't this what it means? And that's clearly confirmed by price, like displacing lower. Like look how much Jew displaced lower compared to euro. Like Jew ended up coming to Asian London lows while euro came to like not even like equilibrium of the London range. Yeah, I use it sometimes too, but I yeah. It's okay, bro. But instead of like me, I still look at things like this, but instead of looking at this bearish gap, I would have looked at this bullish inverse here. Like, and the difference was in pairs is I feel like it's a bit more hard. It's a harder to see, but G would definitely close below, while Euro very hard struggled here. And that would kind of be signs for me. And also like this is a big difference here. That would actually signal that G was weaker. Like look how small the radon liquidity is here on GU, and look how sharp it is here. Like it's a big difference that is showing lower time frame being weaker on GU. Yeah, it's interesting, but I don't use. I don't use. Okay, I want it to be swept. Okay. I mean, kind of got swept. Like here, kind of got swept. But for me, inverses are a really big thing. But yeah, let's get back to journaling. I'm not gonna journal this. What lessons did we actually learn from this? I think what is really interesting, like this is what I see here. Where is the What is really interesting in this day was, yeah, obviously how New York behaved, but what is more interesting is this like order block on Asian highs and on London highs, because this would have been like your opportunities to get in. This would be a good opportunity here to get in buys, and this would have been also to get in buys, but then it kind of failed off the highs, and this was actually a pretty decent sell. I want to see what timing did we sell into. I think the silver bullet, yeah, it's basically silver bullet. You kind of consolidated a lot on silver bullet, but it's still displaced around that timing, so that's actually interesting. So lessons, New York. What is interesting is order block formed around Asian and London highs in this day, and wait, in heavy displacement days, and New York price action here. It's hard price action to read, but it's still like if you do it, like because it's kind of like a consolidation for me. This is a strong high formation. That's why I actually had buys on Friday to sell because of that. And G was extremely way weaker on Friday compared to Euro. This is an entry that I got messed up. Sadly, big miss, but way bigger difference. Like, but for me, what gave it away is that I don't even remember actually. I mean, just range being really balanced. I actually expect the price to draw towards this, which it did, and then reacted, and then boom, massive. Euro just had a two-way. This high was too strong. Like this is a very strong high that most of the time is gonna hold. Like this formation, this fractal high, like triple top, however you wanna call it, offer rejection block and off gaps having being present here is just very likely to hold. But here I was expecting like a retracement towards 0507 and then look to entry, but price just is displaced and did that rebalance like late in New York actually. So the Friday price action I'm more interested in, but now I just have to finish the journal sadly. Because Friday price action was really good. Like bruh, like I caught some shorts on a demo trade on UK, and look at this pair, bro. Bro, like it's crazy. Like look at this. Like one short here, one short here, and look how much they fucking look at this. Already 25R. 25R, 38, 37, 38. Bro, never in my life have I seen shit like this. I think this is just Trump hands. Like Trump's doing doing a lot. Bro, let me remove. I hate this. Let me remove this bullshit. But I think in terms, it's not even worth to like break down whatever happened through here is worth breaking down New York. So I'm gonna do G when I want to take a break. When I start sweating, I need to take a break, and I'm starting to sweat. I'm not even gonna do intraday profile. Okay, let's do at least let's crop this shit out. Wait. Like until here is what matters. But it would have been a way better sell here to actually take on. I feel like, isn't it like more balanced? Let me close one of this. I feel like London range is different compared to Euro. Let's see. I mean, yeah, yeah, it was different because it was really balanced compared to Euro. Okay, this was a target of mine, bro. I need to take a break. I'm sweating. Like, I need to take a break. When I sweat, it's time for a break. Let's see. I want to play a song or some. I don't know what song with a fucking liquid drum and bass. If you're here, bro, until I come, that's gonna be nice. If not, it is what it is. But I would prefer you to be here because it's nice to talk to someone. So I appreciate you for being here. Because not many people watch my streams. At least not now. Can I put this? Okay. Hope you're still here, bro. We gotta grind, bro. Like, let's see. Like, you. Fuck, I'm already tired. Can't do this anymore. But we gotta. Like, what's interesting here. I'm gonna drink some water, actually. Where's my. Oh, yeah. Fuck, I don't wanna do Jew. I don't wanna do Jew at all. What's the key difference? Like, key difference between Jew and AU is obviously weakness, and I feel like London range as well. Like, that's we gotta anchor ourselves to euro because it's the same price action. It's just slightly different. This is the same as euro. This FVG here is the same. This is more like a low rebalance, I would call it. Low rebalance, and range is way more balanced. Balanced and lack of wick. Ooh, wait, I didn't even see this. We had a oh, so wait, this cell actually made a lot more sense on GU. This made way more sense because of this 50-minute inverse. I didn't even see it. Ooh, okay, bro. Like differences. Basically, your NGO is London range being more balanced, which indicated a bit more chances of going lower. But a key factor here, which made sales slightly valid, is that 50-minute inverse. Euro only slightly retraced while GU inversed the 50-minute gap. 50-minute gap was the key factor here for not only determining weakness, determining maybe weakness, but also potential scalp. This is actually how I would like to scalp with having like 50-minute confirmation. At this point, how I'm trading is 3-minute and 5-minute with 1 hour with and 4-hour confirmation, but I feel like 1-minute scalps would make sense with 50-minute confirmation, right? I feel like it's very similar. This would have been a slightly better entry here. So breaking down London, it's again really similar, except we didn't come for that. We didn't come that deep, and we didn't have a huge gap here, how Euro had. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I have. Wait, how did I open that, bro? How? What the? I saw like the shortcuts. I don't know what I pressed. Oops. Can you remove this? Oh, so B E is eraser, but I have. Oh, so I have eraser on my tablet. B. Oh, I don't have shortcuts for this. This is sad. Okay, so let's see. What are the key differences? Difference is actually here. Oops. Where's my B? But why isn't? I thought it's working, no? Now it's not working. Okay. So lack. Ooh, what is that writing? Yeah, I can't even tell what I fucking wrote. Let me actually still play music. I wanna hear some music. Lack of displacement. Canon inverse here, also here. No AVG. No AVG. This would have made a way better entry. Actually, so this could have been an entry, but no real POI to actually just this really small one here. And then just respect the gaps here, respect the gaps. This was the key that we actually inversed. So that was actually for London. I feel like difference in London is Frankfurt open, lack of displacement, therefore not such a good praise to try an entry off of. But Jew did have a nicer entry, lack of bearish FVGs. And that's kind of it, like for lunchtime. Ooh, but I feel like, yeah, here we didn't really have that present. Delayed, kind of delayed entry pattern with. Okay, we gotta keep going. We cannot stop. If we stop, I'm gonna start being lazy. So this was the inverse. This was actually the 50-minute inverse. Way bigger. This I would consider lower time frame inverse. Actually, because yeah, I feel like this would have been the actual proper inverse lower time frames, because they had the buyers getting rejected on this candle, and then so basically this bearish leg made it valid. What area did we reset? The 50-minute inverse. Then we had boom boom boom, maybe a potential short off here, but we didn't really have a proper like move here. Really low term buy, I would say, of this. Really low term to just retrace, I guess. And then price boom retraced again to the low boom, and here is where like the differences started coming in, and ended up holding. Oh, this makes more sense now, having that 50-minute as our background. Okay, this would have been a pretty good scalp, I would consider it. So key difference. Key differences. We had 50-minute. Actually, here this is inverse. This was really pivotal. Actually, this was a pivotal price point. So I feel like even though this 50-minute held a lot of relevance, it held as a POI. This it held as a sign. Buyers rejected. Here's buyers rejected. Little low short-term buy. Short-term buy. Boom, boom, boom. Here is also an inverse, but this is like a breakaway gap, like a breakaway inverse. I would call it breakaway inverse, which is a gap that is not gonna breakaway inverse, yeah. And it wasn't really like mismatch between FVGs here. It was really actually a mismatch between FVGs. Okay, so what mattered here, huge difference, obviously, huge difference in strength compared to Euro. Jew had a way bigger move towards the downside, breaking that pivotal price point before lunchtime, where price held at a VG higher. Price broke below it, so switch and order flow, like at least an early indication. Then short-term buy to retest the 50-minute inverse, which served as a POI. Price ended up retesting. Price ended up forming a fractal high around that 50-minute inverse with a potential sell towards the downside. Like there's nothing even more to say. Let's see the 3-minute. How did the 3-minute look? Like 3-minute, a lot of time. Ooh, I think this is a 1-minute entry. Ooh, okay. Ooh, nah. This 1 minute would have been crazy. But let's consider let's put ourselves in the shoes of wanting to trade this. So we had this 50-minute POI. We had a raid on liquidity here. Why wouldn't we enter here? Because basically the displacement was actually too big. Here, yeah, we could have entered. So first opportunity on the 1 minute I would have called here. We'd obviously, I think this would have probably been a break-even point, and target would have been London lows, because as a target, what do we use 50-minute, I feel like, for scalps, right? It would have been this 50-minute. Yeah, it would have been this low here, actually. London lows and this low. We use 50-minute for targeting. Did price have any area to react of? Right here, it didn't. So this would have been actually crazy scalp. I need to back that scalping as well. So this was the first opportunity, but here we did really have to have a safer stop loss. Because if you think about it, this was an inverse. Price retested that, start breaking lower, but it had a lot of sell side here. So technically, this was the first opportunity. We needed a way safer stop loss, I would say. And we don't really like price coming that deep into our drawdown, first of all. So we had to place basically our stop loss. So this was the first opportunity to actually shorten. First opportunity to short on price retesting that 0507, which are the 5-minute, 3-minute inverses. Price then inverse the bullish gap. Ooh, what am I writing? Inverse the bullish gap. Really strong displacement lower, and signal to enter. Basically, why I wouldn't really like this is because of the lows, the equal lows left by New York, which make it a high chance to at least see a reaction higher, my bad. That's why if needed, that's why needed a safer stop loss, or would have gotten stopped out. So first we would have waited for, I still think I would have probably done something like this. I would have waited for this and then see how price behaves. First of all, we rated the high. We came back to retest that 50-minute FVG. Boom, massive displacement. Also here was, so, oh, actually imagine if you would have caught, like, let me actually track this a bit. Imagine if you would have caught the sell here. Oh my god. Like even really short term, this is already like a 2.8 R on this. But imagine, so actually if I think about it, scalping is really powerful. If you manage to really pair it with probabilities, so pair it with like a really good entry and pair it with really good entry, really good context, and being really confident in your targeting, this would have been partial. Like 8R is serious, bruh. 8R. I feel like I need to get it back into scalping, but not right now. Maybe maybe in the future. I think I will be good at scalping. So yeah, let's see. So we had this inverse here. This again breakaway inverse, kind of breakaway inverse. But entry on that was small 1-minute candle. Ooh. Second entry, second opportunity would have been after we rated that high and retested the 50-minute average inverse again. We had a 1-minute breakaway inverse as our sign, then entry on the small 1-minute average, stop loss at the high, strong high, because it just rated liquidity. I feel like on the 1 minute it's really important to wait for a lower time frame buy sell liquidity rate, but not always, right? But obviously, I feel like on the 1 minute you don't want to trade this displacement because it's already like 3 minute displacement. What you want to trade is this small moves, or obviously second opportunity would have been here. Or stop loss above the break. This would have been way more safer. Way more safer. But I think this, yeah, this is also 3 minute displacement. Yeah, 3 minute pretty valid displacement. But yeah, I feel like I want to back this 1 minute, to be honest. I feel like I want to back this 1 minute. I feel like there's a, if you have like proper bias, oh my god, like 1 minute, it's crazy how much potential the 1 minute actually holds. 1 minute holds a lot of fucking potential, but you need to be executing fast. Like you don't even have time to think. Like boom, 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 entry, bye bye. Ooh, this would have been second entry, safer. With a market structure shift here. Uh, pardon me, sir. An entry way safer. We used 50 minutes to target London lows and that Asian FVG. We basically used 50 minutes to targeting London lows, but overall John Liquid was that Asian FVG because price had no real area of resistance beside that. Difference in strength to euro, how much potential the 1 minute actually holds, coupling it with lower time frame price action and 50 minute as a context, like a higher time frame. Need to backtest this just for fun. I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break again. I'm starting sweating, bro. I hate this about myself. Why, bro? I feel like we're gonna take a break from breaking down. It's already been like a lot of time, and we broke down 2 pairs. It's already been like an hour, bro, and we only broke down like 2 pairs. Jeez. I feel like I wanna backtest the 1 minute right now. This short on goal was sick. I feel like if I wanna ever scalp, I think it would be down with low risk. Like this would be. I mean, in the future, I would wanna scalp. I would wanna. This is my main style of trading, which is intraday, and I would wanna also swing. But yeah. I feel like the 1 minute holds a lot of potential. Like even on this trade here, like that went over to 8 hour. Even if you go like 0 to risk, that's 1.5. So low risk, high reward. Intraday being intraday being like intraday being like medium risk, medium reward, which is the safest, which still offers like good enough rewards for you to do your main trading on, and swing would be like high risk, low reward. Uh, Basically the safest swing trading if you think about it. So it would have been down with high risk because yeah, yeah, sir. I mean, in the future, yeah, probably will reach at that level, but for now, I don't think scalping the 1 minute. I should do scalping on the 1 minute unless I'm really confident in trading. Waka waka waka. Okay, tired. Already fucking tired. Please end me. End me, bro. Sai, batoca. Batoca. It's backtesting, but no. You gotta start like. Wait. You gotta do scarping, but I don't know what pair. UK maybe, and do obviously let's do 2025 actually. Probably gonna use like yeah, baby. I don't really like this 1 hour, but I still feel like it's gonna go lower. Like in just in cherry pull, pull. Bro, my look like a fucking priest. So let's see. It's too 30, too flat. It's too long. I don't have volume anymore in my head. We do have this 1 hour, so I'm curious whether this 1 hour is gonna hold, which by the looks of Asia, rate on liquidity pretty solid. I feel like it's gonna hold lower, but I don't know if I want to trade Frankfurt open though. Like this already looks like a good displacement, I ain't gonna lie. Let's wait. Still choppy displacement, but it's still probably gonna go lower, eh? We're gonna wait for it. Ooh. Ooh. But I'm not sure though. This one here of the inverse. Yeah, that's what I mean. We gotta wait for a long time. Like we cannot really. Ooh. I mean, at this point, it's only kind of late. I mean, even if you put a bearish entry here, it's like, come on, like you have to sacrifice a lot of stop loss room. But if we were to think in terms of price reaching here, wouldn't that be crazy though? But we're still gonna wait for more confirmation. Because already would have gotten stopped out. Okay. This is good. We're taking this towards that liquidity. It would be crazy, right? Like here we're just limit testing. Like this is not try hard like how I did in my previous back test. This we're limit testing, but we have price respecting a 50-minute VG 1 hour. We have bias pretty much going lower. So let's see. I don't think we're gonna get them. At this point, do we wanna leave our entry open? Ooh, are we scaling? Are we scaling in buy? Are we scaling in buy? Boom, scaling. Same time. It would be crazy to hear something like this. I ain't gonna lie, but you gotta try, right? Ooh. Okay. No. Oh. Okay. It would be crazy to hit like a shit like this. Let's see those lows getting taken. Ooh, I don't know. Okay. That's not good. Oh, that's not, nah. Yeah. Are we going break even on both of the positions? Hell yeah. I mean, I think this one I'm actually gonna full close because I feel like there's a really high chance we're just like reversing over the slows. Maybe I'm wrong. No. Okay. Really? Nah, that's just too much struggle. But it still would have almost. Almost. Okay, it's just like struggle. Like, but the idea overall ended up playing out. That's what matters. Let's see. We still have that 1 hour pivotal price point, but at this point, I'm still expecting price to just continue lower towards this massive objective. Why? I'm not expecting this high to get taken because it's already an FVG. I just want to see a bit more like displacement. We're still with. Okay. This is London Open. If we gap lower, it's a good entry. But we're just choppy as fuck. Bro, I mean, technically, it's a good gap, but now it's a good gap. Okay. And I'm a bit scared of this order block though, and we gotta go safer with our stop loss. But if we manage to hit this shit, let's do like how I would probably go 0-3 risk on scalps like this. I mean, on every scalp I do. Do we have objectives? We have this. We're just gonna mark them to just monitor how we behave. Can you cut? Yeah, of course you didn't want to go, bruh. Of course you reverse, really. Why? I mean, it would have been a good buy, right? Decent, but I don't know. This is just choppy price action, to be honest. But do we have reason to buy is the question. Not really. We still probably will sell. This is a good fail swing. We still probably will heavily sell off New York. Oh my god, we're late. We're late now. We missed it. Fuck. Okay, maybe we're not. Oh, I like this. Wait. I like this. Wait. Let's remove drawings. Let's recap. We basically, for me, we actually took this high, which is interesting. Not many times we actually take those highs. But at this point, we heavily rejected. I think we don't have that much of a clear POI, but it is a clear POI. Okay, so this is a valid entry. We'll see if it works. Like, the gap is too big for me. So at this point, we're still targeting the New York low. I mean, now it's a bit of a normal R. Wait, why am I market executing, bro? What? Was I market executing all the time? Apparently. Yeah, this should work easily. Should work. Really, bruh? Come on, man. Come on, man. Really, bro? We got destroyed. But why did you have to do that, man? Like, man, fuck. That's so sad. Actually, our idea played out, but sadlissimo. Ooh, we had a. So we technically didn't really have 50-minute confluence, but here we did have 50-minute confluence, no? But it just kind of looks reversally, slightly reversally. I'm not sure. So either we come for a chilling liquidity sweep. Let's see. What the fuck is this? I would wanna. Okay. Okay, it's pretty much fucked. Wait, but I forgot there's so much price action to play on the 1 minute. Gotta get used to it, bro. Asia, what is Asia gonna do right here? I feel like it's gonna fail over this high. It's a pretty big high, so but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Ooh. Now if it starts breaking lower, ooh, but it's kind of slow. Yeah. Yep, sir. Let's wait for London Open. Hmm. I don't know if I trust this for buys. It kind of looks reversely. I want to see this getting taken though. I feel like it's gonna. Okay, it's not. What the fuck is this? But at some point, it's most likely gonna come for that. Bro, what is this, bro? Are you seriously? Seriously? Okay, another setup. I feel like most of the setups actually get printed in the day rather than before the day. Like for example, even here, like the setup got printed during the day. Ooh, maybe now we have, and we have that buy sell liquidity which we kind of want to target. But this price gonna leave again. I feel like it has to sweep those lows. Or not. I mean, it kind of formed a strong low, I ain't gonna lie. Pretty good entry here. Okay, okay. That's a pretty nice move, actually. We don't have much resistance, but we do have a pretty important FVG here, which if we hold, we're fucked. Bro, you trust me on this one, Gengi. We're basically taking entries on 50-minute invalidations. I feel like that's how we should trade. Oh, okay. So apparently what works, at least what worked now, was we taking our entry on a 50-minute invalidation. So I feel like that's what we should do, right? What the fuck is that? 50-minute invalidations, or which means inverses, or 50-minute respect. Like the same I look on higher time frames, but here I feel like it's gonna be a good buy. Ooh. Okay, but this is just like, bruh, it's too big. That's what she said. But we actually could have taken an entry. Am I stupid or? Oh my god! I thought Asian highs is here, bro. Like when I look how nah, that's not fair, man. That's not fair, man. Fuck. So now again we apply the same thing. 50-minute invalidation. Is that our scalping strategy? Okay, this looks bullish. Like as soon as I saw that order block inspection. Wait, so if this order block stays respected, we're taking buys on this inversion. Ooh, are we trusting? Okay, trust. This is the big win rate strategy. 50-minute inverses and 50-minute motherfuck. Would have worked, didn't get top 10. Should have placed our entry here. It's all good. $50-minute inversion once again. But this is just too big of a displacement. Yeah, oh, we take a limit. We're taking a limit here. But it's again, bro, there's so many candles that actually print. Trust me. So many candles that actually print on 1 minute. I keep forgetting that. Oh, this. I want to see that getting broken through though. Okay. Wait, let me look at 1 hour. We do have a 1 hour AVG. I don't know about that, chief. About 50 minutes balanced. Only realistically, only area of resistance is either we reject of the lows or ooh, we should still go lower. No? At least towards that one, that gap. Oop. Huh? Oh. Okay. Let's see. It's actually crazy. If we pull a 7.6R, is crazy. Bro, am I him? Like, am I him? 7R? What? Nah. Nah. 50? Is this the secret strategy? But this is kind of how I trade. Wait, I mean, this is actually suited in my intraday profiles, but we didn't have. So let's recap the scalp. We didn't have one single confluence for looking for souls. Ooh, but this is the perfect. Wait, am I actually cooking? Cause we're using. Wait. So we're using. This is the textbook high time frame edge I use for biases lower, reaching into this, but it's put into place in a intraday profile, which is what I already use. Ooh, god damn. 7.6R? Are you serious? What the fuck? What the fuck is this, bro? What? Scalping demon, bro. I feel like this is a good strategy. Like on scalping, I feel like you definitely need. I'm confused a bit, but I'm not like 100% sure. 50-minute inverse aligned with intraday profiles. But we were 0-3 risk. Of course, this is riskier trades. We only made like 2 point some percent, but it's still crazy. But this was actually really clean, but it's no confluence. So if we actually think about it, like if we put this like this, we would have thought that this is 4 hours. Seeing this triggers my edge lower. So if we use the same edge we use on the 4 hour, we use it. I mean, it kind of was like my thing anyways. It's the same. I need to journal this. I feel like this would have been where I triggered my higher time frame edge anyways. But this is just taking your higher time frame edge with a 1 minute entry. And it's confusing. It's a bit hard for me to comprehend how should I balance 1 minute, but we're just backtesting. I'm gonna go. This edge is really strong no matter what time frame you use, right? So no matter what time frame you use, this edge is really strong. So I'm just gonna continue backtesting. Why do you journal all of this? I don't know, bro. Like it's just helpful. It's just helpful. It's the work you gotta put in to become at this level. So yeah, this is interesting. I wanna backtest this. I wanna journal this actually. So I don't know where to journal this actually. So am I gonna do like a separate section and call it like scalping shit, scalping, scalping. I don't want to go like start like. I'm just gonna save the date and the entry. 22 January, 20 January 22, 2025, and 14, 16. Setup is a new reversal indeed. So it is an intraday profile. Duration 2 hours and a half. Entry, what is our entry? Inverse. It's the same thing for entry as well. It's crazy because it's the same thing for the entry as well. Oh my god. What? 16. So went double, bro. So I think I'm just gonna look at right now. I'm just gonna look at 50-minute inverses with an intraday model. Just gonna pay attention to 50-minute inverses basically. But in this case, we don't yet have printed a 50-minute. Okay. This is just kind of bullish at this point, unless this gets inversed. For now, it's kind of holding, but I don't like. It's a slow inverse. Ooh, this could have been our entry. Because this is like a failed swing with an entry right here. Stop loss below the zone and target above the highs. I'm curious if it works. It probably will though, no? It's kind of slow. Yeah. I think it's gonna fail, or? Okay, it would have worked. But really, okay. I mean, it's lunchtime. This is basically lunchtime. That's why it was so slow. I need to make my London a bit bigger, like this. So this was a case of respection of a 50-minute FVG, but here again, this is the same thing. Maybe it triggers again. This is kind of what I wanna like see if I can find like a proper strict strategy with this. I wanna see if price successfully inverses that gap. If it doesn't, it's gonna go higher. Yep, but no real gap. Maybe now it's inversing it. Nope, respecting it. Okay. See the placing your bet on an inverse is not like here respection, here respection. Like yeah, when it is gonna inverse, it's gonna be nice, but ooh, this would have been a pretty good entry. I don't know if it's gonna work though. I feel like now maybe it will. This is a pretty strong displacement. We gotta try it, right? I don't know. I feel like the zone kind of looks strong, but we're just gonna try. We don't care. We just want to see. So we're gonna have a deep pullback and still leave. The gap was too big. No. Let's try again. We don't care. We just want to see. We don't have that 50-minute inverse, to be honest, or do we? We don't. That's why this trade is not that good, but we're still gonna try regardless. I don't care. What do you mean order is not complete? The fuck? What the fuck is you mean, bruh? Market. It's a bit of a lot of resistance around that area, but yeah, maybe not. Okay. Apparently it still worked really well. But in this case we didn't have the inverse, right? We just had a really strong high getting taken. We targeted this lows right here. God damn. What? How the fuck are you melting so much? Jesus. Oops, fuck, I opened my Photoshop. Fuck, fuck, fuck. No inverses. Ooh. And this is again a case where I would just look at respection. So it's either respection on AVG or inverse of an AVG. Inverse, I feel like I like it more. But yeah. Ooh, are we inversing? Hey, yo. Hey. Wanna see? Oops. Okay. Okay. But are we trusting it? This is a nice inverse and retest. It's just not complete on the 5-minute, but I don't know if I trust this entry though. Like, are we really trying to be bullish? Let's try 2R. Let's see. Kind of looks like it's failing, but not necessarily. Oh, we marketed. Fuck. I forgot to change that thing. It should still work though, innit? Boom! Bruh. What is this? Okay, finally. But it took. But still, Asian low was taken. 50-minute inverse on the 1 hour. Did we have it? We kind of had it here. So interesting. Wait. The session is not over because we have a 50-minute here. And let me. Until now, to be honest, scalping works pretty well. I don't know if I'm lucky or some shit. So if we start breaking below that gap, it's over. But it's not probably not gonna have volatility to do that shit in it. Yeah. Oh, it actually respected it. But yeah. Let's see. Remove drawings. I mean here, I don't know actually what to follow. So I'll probably just skip it. It is a pretty solid like Asian raid. But yeah. We're gonna skip to next session. London High's taken. Maybe we get that inverse, but we don't have any fucking confluence. We do have this, which is a 5-minute inverse, technically. So I want to see price retest that shit, and I'll respect it. I just want to see like a proper displacement. Slow, still slow. Okay, we ended up being bullish, but of what? Did we have a 1 hour? Almost. 50-minute lacking, just lack of structure. To be honest, it's pretty clean how we move our lower time frame, but other than that, pretty bullshit. Wait, it's still not over. This is what I need to get my head wrapped around because it's 1 minute. I mean, here would have been a case where I would look for that inverse, but I don't know if it's gonna happen though. It kind of looks bullish at this point. It still looks like it's gonna continue bullish, but I don't know if I trust this. Like, it's a 50-minute FVG, right? Bias bullish. Do we have targets? We already. Oh, I'm not confident in this buy. It's just like overextended. Maybe it will work, but I'm just not confident in it. Now it got wicked. It's probably gonna work. Oh, wait. Almost confirmed. But we're not gonna wait for the candle to fully close. We just want to see price displace from that gap. Pretty weak displacement. Now it's better. It's way better. And now it's pretty much confirmed for me that we're going at least for this low, which is kind of better. But I think we're actually gonna go. I mean, yeah, kind of for that low, to be honest. So I think we gotta sacrifice some stop loss room. But I don't like sacrificing stop loss room like this. But let's just try. Again, market executed. Fuck. And this is exactly why I came to retest that once more, and we're still doing that shit. We're still entering. Where's my target? Good, but we need to remove that bullshit market execute. Okay, now it's okay. I don't know if it's still gonna work. I'm not sure. Okay, it still worked. But it was still, I still was. Oh, it wasn't risky. Okay, pretty decent trade on the inverse again. Inverse, really big thing. Like it seems like it's working a lot. What is our win rate? 58. Oh shit. Okay. Decent, I would say. Decent, to say the least. But wait, this is. Wait, we actually had an. Ooh, we had and we retested it here. Ooh, I wonder how much is gonna go. Ooh, okay. What do we actually watch for? I feel like here I'm just confusing. I need to see price action. I mean, I was still consider buys, no? Like we are just in a 1 hour AVG, so at this point, we kind of inverse that, but it doesn't really matter. I feel like no, it might actually fail. I feel like it's more likely to fail, but we'll see. Pretty good displacement, but not enough. Nah, not good. This is more like bullish. A very bullish reaction. Now we're currently in the process of inverting that. See how important the area is? But we still have this here. So I don't know. If we break below it, signal to souls. If we, this is a pretty good bullish pattern, but I don't know if I'm confident in taking buys here. Still rejecting. Still okay. Maybe this is this is a way better displacement at this point, and this looks like a bullish range. So I'm gonna try this out actually to see. This looks better. As an entry, looked really good. And we still played around that area of inversion. Let's see if it continues. It should continue though. Yep. Bro, am I crazy or what? I'm just too good at trading, I guess. What the fuck? 60 win rate? Pretty decent actually. But the equity curve is really choppy. Really choppy. Why do they make the equity curve look so fucking bad? Am I him or what? Buy solid? Wait, it's not over? Not yet. I want to see how we react of this London highs. Sorry, we're just continuing at this point. Yeah. Oh wait, we should have targeted. Inversion? Inversion for us? Let's see if we get a retest. Please tell me you're gonna retest. But it's just too late. It already did leave. Magaga. Bro. Bro, this is working really well. I mean, decently well. 60% win rate is decent. But it's working pretty well. Like, I don't even remember the first trades. Bro, but it works crazy well. I feel like you can use it way more on lower time frames. It's 50-minute inverse here. So basically, this strategy is so simple at its core, right? Uh, Wait 1 second. Um, Basically, it requires a kind of session grab, session lower high grab, then 50-minute inverse, retest and entry on the 1 minute. We entered on the 1 minute. Where did we target Asian highs and New York highs? We took New York highs, we inversed the 50-minute. What do we do? Wait for a retest, entry on the 1 minute. What do we target? Next opposing liquidity. Like, it works extremely well, bro. Like, it's pretty much crazy, to be honest, but I gotta keep back the CNC. What happens? Like, this can be a really good scalping strategy. Inverses are actually the cheat code. And the same thing here, the same thing happened here. I forgot it. This was actually another entry, another like 50-minute inverse entry target lower. Also happened here as well. Also here we didn't get the inverse, but we got it here. This was a very clean example of it playing out towards the lows. Like, bro, I think UK also works really well on this strategy, but I'm gonna go take a break and still gonna keep coming. But it's crazy, like from highs to lows, it keeps working. I mean, New reversal kind of was printed a lot of days, like was printed 1 day, 2 day. But bro, Asian rate, New reversal, Asian rate, New reversal. It's still day that it happened like back to back. I just wanna like place this somewhere. I don't know in my Notion, just to place it, like have the data stored in somewhere. I think I'm just gonna save the pictures in this. I'm gonna go break again. I start sweating. I gotta take a break. I start sweating. I start taking a break. Let's see, is this gonna keep working? I mean, here, wasn't there like a thing to match the sync time frame with chart? Big rejection. Ooh, entry here. But do we have reason? We do. Ooh, wait. Rita said that inverse. I feel like the displacement is a bit too big for 1 minute entries. Yeah, god damn. Good thing I didn't enter, did I? Did it. Retest of the inverse, maybe? Could work. It did work extremely well, but that's just too little for a. Again, second retest of the inverse we ended up holding it. Now let's see. Do we inversion or do we not? Probably not at this point. Yeah. Yup. But this second, ooh, this would have been way better. Way better displacement. This I should have actually taken. Is again an inverse, like an inverse. Inverse. It's just an Asian raid. I hope we get a retest of it. That didn't it. Come on, bruh. Oopa. If he holds lower, not a good entry. I don't trust it. Maybe if he breaks like strong. Okay, this is a better entry. Not sure. Okay, now it's way better. Way better. Where are we targeting is the question. Technically, this low and this. Ooh, Asian lows. Easy 4.2. Let's see. Does it work? Does it not work? Let's inverse this. It still doesn't mean it's not gonna work. We're just gonna try and force our way with entries until it works. Trust, bro. Trust, bro. Trust the process. Okay, it's fucked. Or? Yeah, it's fucked. It's just a stop loss. It had an initial reaction, but okay. Technically, it's still gonna work. You just had to really manipulate one more time. Like, come on, man. This is why 1 minute entries are not good, bro. Like, hard to. And true, we did take entries pre New York. Here we didn't have any bearish entries. Here we did close back below, so that would have been valid to target lower. Oh my god, man. We did get fucked. Oopa. That was the entry. Or is it? This I would not really trade, yeah. It's just like a rough scenario to trade in. Are we gonna respect this FHO or are we gonna break it? This looks breakable, but it looks fucked. Maybe this is better, but again, I'm not sure. We'll probably target like 0.5 of the wick at most. Okay. And completely respected that 0.5 is crazy. Yeah, this look good. A realistic entry. Not really any. We might still hold this entry, but okay, it just got swept, but it doesn't matter since we deleted the order. Did we inverse 50-minute? Kinda. Now we're displacing above that, so we want to see a retest. We're gonna still wait for. Okay, pretty healthy. We're still gonna wait for New York Open to sweep. Good. Bit overextended entry. I'm not sure about this, but the entry pattern looks good, and for me, it looks like Asian highs easy. Ooh, never mind. Okay, let's try. What do we have to lose? Besides, oh yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it that this is gonna happen. I don't know why I knew it. Now it's getting inversed. This is kind of our zone. Getting inversed, target this low, pretty much. But this placement is very big. Now it starts going like this is weird price action, but it kind of makes sense. We ended up getting stopped though, bro. Okay, this was kind of an initiation setup. I'm not sure about this though. Do we take the high? No, we're going for the high. Now maybe here it's a okay. The fuck? This is bullish pretty much. Yup. Okay. But I still wanna see this get tapped. Or this. This one. We gotta wait. Well, the gap is still big. It's gonna reverse, most likely. I wanna see just a bit of a proper displacement. This was proper. Yeah, that was it. Pretty much. I don't know if I trust bullish or the flow. The gap is too big. Maybe if we see a massive sweep, and now that's not a good reaction. Yeah, I knew it, but what can you do? No, really. Oops, I skipped to next day, I think. Oh fuck, I missed this. This was a good buy. Fuck. This was actually a pretty decent buy. Fuck. Is what it is. She happens sometimes. But now we got the second opportunity. I want to see price reverse here, but it doesn't. Like, it just keeps going. Like, sometimes it works off liquidity, sometimes it doesn't. This looks like a really good reaction. I feel like it's gonna work. Like, bro, I'm just gonna trust my intuition here. We just gotta have a bit of a safer stop loss. But other than that, at this point, even lower, I feel like towards that London order block we're gonna reach. If we tap our entry, if we don't, it is what it is, gangy. Still stays a valid entry. Still says valid, even though it looks like, yeah, we just. Opa, is this good? I mean, orange is too high at this point, but I'm not sure if I like this. I think it's good off this inverse, but I don't know if I trust the bicep build on this highs. Yeah, it ended up working. Okay, I should have guessed taken that entry. Or just kind of forced. Yeah, more. It actually reverse of that New York low. Okay. I want to see this get inversed. I like this cap. I don't know if I want to take an entry in terms of scalping here. We just took previous daily high. We kind of lack POI. We just have lower time frame structure. I just want to try it out. Right, I just want to try it out until London highs once again. It looks continuable and it looks like a solid 2R. It looks now it's respecting that gap, so it should go towards okay. Now it's fucked. I mean, it made sense to fail, but still sad the reality that we live in. We gave us away all the profits we made. Maybe we'll get an inverse or a respection. That's where this is pretty much an inverse. I want to see how if we break lower from it. Uh, uh, Kinda bearish, and the target would be here, but it's not the cleanest price action, so I'm not sure. I should still retest that on your open, which is not, pretend I didn't say anything. Oh my god, bruh. We had news, makes sense. And then we just reverse exactly of my take profit. But yeah, that was a good entry, but sometimes I skip too fast. Okay. Okay. Sometimes just UK things. This is an inversion, but I don't know if it's valid though. If I really... Okay, that was a good... Pretty much decent, but still iffy setup. Iffy. Probably gonna get inverse or not. Okay. The gap was too big, so let's see. I want to see how we behave here. Now we are also inversion that. Oh, okay. Okay. That's pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. And we reject higher. Getting 1 minute entries right is really hard. That's why I don't like 1 minute entries, because they're really hard to take. Or to take the proper entry. So you really have to have strong bias for you to take. Okay, this was a good entry, for example. Here, market, boom. Okay. Maybe now if we start going lower, but we don't apparently. Chubby as fuck. But yeah, sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't. It depends the context a lot. We see that get inverse, we see a retest, and now it starts breaking lower. Okay, this I would consider a pretty decent entry because we have context. We did take the high, so now for me, what is the area of interest? It would be this. At least that's how I see things. Or it just gets fucked, one or another. I mean, the inverse was still good. We just lack timing, I guess. We're still gonna try. We don't give a fuck. We're not doing this for the results. We're doing this to just have fun. To be honest, it's scalping. Scalping is supposed to be fun. Even if you get stopped out, it doesn't matter. At some point, this is why I see, like, until now, most of my entries, like, again, this, I don't know, it's random. Like, failing off not taking Asian lows is just weird to me. At this point, we just came to retest those highs. Like, many times, even until now, when I took the 1 minute entries, what happened is first time you get swept, then you get a good entry, and it's something I don't really like. Trust. We're still maintaining our idea. Now we're targeting this 4.4. We're just trying. We should technically go, but I think it has a 50-minute VG here. I'm not sure. Bruh, it's failing so much now. Yeah, I had a 50-minute VG, and now it's gonna work. We're just gonna force. We're gonna force our idea until it works, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it's gonna work. Really? Are you fucking serious, bro? This is why I don't trade one. Like, bro, we tried shorting once here, two here, and now the third time we get manipulated, price ends up leaving. This is why I hate 3-minute entries. It's on the 3-minute look like shit. Fuck me, bro. It's not fun, but oh shit. I'm not trying to trade out, but it was a pretty clean, like landing. This seemed very familiar. I mean, here we're just looking at a sweep and a continuation. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't. And I knew it is gonna stop working because this is just how every strategy is working. It works for really well for periods of time, then it starts getting fucked. London Open just massively displaced of that. Ooh, I kind of like this, but I don't really like this bullish candle here. But we're just gonna limit test once again. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Fuck you, bruh. Fuck you. I'm on Morty Day. No, I didn't want to go 1%. I mean, let's maybe go 707 on every trade. We'll chill. As long as it's gonna hold that level, we're chilling. Okay, my work. But it's definitely taking its time. It definitely took its time, but look how important this inverse actually was. See, that's why sometimes, but it has, like, everything has to be backed by more confluence. Like, you cannot just trade like a 50-minute inverse. You have to think about trend. You have to think about liquidity. You cannot just I don't know, just look at 50-minute inverses. That's just brain dead to me. Let's see another retest. That's a choppy break. It's probably gonna get retested once again. Now maybe we see a proper break below this. This becomes a really pivotal point. Yeah, and we held it higher apparently. This also feels familiar price action, probably because it's February. So let's see if we break. For now, we respected it really well, but it's slow price action. Okay, this is good. I actually like this. The only thing is dangerous is that FVG, but we're just gonna pretend it's not there. We're just gonna pretend it's not there, okay? This should still hold, or not. Or not, apparently. Bro, like, come on. This is why I fucking hate. Yeah, and this is why we need liquidity rates. Like 1-minute entries are so hard to get right. But our idea perfectly played. And then we even retested that over the block later on. I feel like for entries we on the 1-minute, like waiting for a sell side liquidity rate or something like that, or a buy side liquidity rate is a must. It's a good inversion. Okay. Let's try. Let's bet on lower prices. Come on, bro. It's the 10th time we're getting manipulated, bro. Okay, at least it doesn't work. But now it looks like it's gonna work. The wait. Oh, no. Oh, shit. So we need, for this strategy to work really well, we need to wait for a higher low get taken. 50-minute inverse, 1-minute entry. But in this case, I don't know. I don't like this. But we're just gonna limit test. We're gonna limit test based on this displacement. We're limit test. Even though we work really well for a period. Maybe I'm dumb right now, or I don't know. Okay, one time got really close to getting manipulated. Really close to getting manipulated here. But look, the inverse. Okay, bro, this is when the edge is actually working. Like here, like the edge is actually working when we get a liquidity rate, then we get an inverse retest of the inverse right here. Another entry right here, target the lows, and it's probably gonna work towards that gap. Oh my god. It works a lot of times, but now that entry was a limit test. That this is how the actually trade should have been taken. Where's my notion? And this is how the edge. Wait, let's actually do this a bit cleaner. Like this also, why didn't this work? That clean, why didn't we? Because we had to generate some liquidity rate because we didn't take that high. But here, different story. Let's move everything in your high getting taken. Inverse retest of inverse target lows. Right, pretty simple. Pretty simple overall. With the 1 minute entry being exactly on the retest. No matter of timing, we don't care. Stop loss at the highest liquidity rate, again lower time frame liquidity rate. Partials, London lows, final target. Again, look how much are, yeah, they are hard to get, but once you get them right, like I feel like 1 minute entries have a lot of potential, but they're really hard to get right. As everyone here, like timing is really off. It's like almost the end of lunchtime, but not the start of New York. Does that make sense? Okay, now this is how we look. We need to wait for a liquidity rate, a proper liquidity rate to happen. Nice. That's good. Proper liquidity rate, inverse. We want to see a retest. And a break below. Still choppy. To wait to see more momentum. Right, especially on the 1 minute, we need to see way more momentum. Oh. I feel like this is good, but what are we lacking? Can you guess? Liquidity rate. Or this, I feel like again it's gonna go for the lows. I feel like, I'm not sure. And exactly what I said, we're lacking that liquidity rate. But okay, bias was wrong anyways. Bias was wrong. We did take that inverse, but it was London was too impulsive. Too, yo, or we came exactly that video. Okay. Now we have another case of inverse, but it's pretty choppy. Okay, now it's way better. We wanna see a retest if we ever get that. Okay. We're just gonna limit test a bit. I feel like I trust this order block for some reason, so I'm gonna do that. And target the lows. These trades are like very counter trend. They have no sense. They have no, like, they're just, this is why I don't really like scalping. Like, look, again, came for London highs. Like, it's so reliant on liquidity, bro. It's so reliant on liquidity. I feel like I still don't really like scalping that much. And this is a case of an inverse, but I'm not sure. Okay, this is a good displacement, but I don't know why. I still feel like it's not gonna work. Maybe I'm delusional or something, but this is what my intuition is telling me right here. It's gonna get stopped out, but we'll see. Or we don't get tapped in. That can be also an occasion, but I guess this was a pretty clean case. But look at our targeting. Our targeting was very accurate. I didn't target because that low looked really strong. So yeah, 1 minute I don't like, bro. There's so many entries, bro. That's actually now made me understand really well why I don't like scalping. I mean, sometimes backed by really strong influence, sure, but otherwise, sucks. What if we inverse this? But I'm not sure if we're gonna have. Yeah. Okay, it's liquidity rate. This is bullish still. Okay, we came back once again. Okay. Let's see on the previous day low if we manage to inverse, but we're not. This is good reversal pattern. Ooh, really good. But also inverse. We trying to trade this just for limit testing, but it's 2. We're gonna hold lower during Asia in it. Yep. We're gonna hold towards previous day low. Yep. This timing was wrong. The inverse was good. So you need to know when the inverse is good. Like the inverse obviously works. But with 1 minute entries, it's so fucking hard to get it right. It's so fucking hard to get it right with 1 minute entries. We're still in profit because we have really high R, but our win rate kind of sucks. Massive displacement. This is just a continuation play. This is very unlikely to reverse. Yeah. Oh, I do like this. Yep, and it's probably done unless we sweep again. Ooh, I kind of like that, but I kind of don't at the same time. We're just gonna try because the lows are stayed intact. Bro, what is this, bro? Can we go towards the lows and raid them in Asia? Bro, what is this? I think it's still gonna work. The high looks pretty strong, but it depends. God damn. Bro, this is probably, I mean, on the 1 minute looks fucking gross. I feel like, can I add an inverse as well here? No? But no liquidity rate? I don't like this displacement, but it might work. Well, now I like it a bit better. 1 hour? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but without liquidity, inverses are kind of useless, especially on this pair we're talking. Inverse? That is, I think it's late. Yeah, it's kind of late. Okay, but this I kind of like this move. We're just limit testing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We're just playing. It's like playing a video game. You try something, it works. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, let's see. Okay, the wick was good, but of course. Ah, fuck. It got destroyed because trend, because liquidity rate, but yeah, right now I'm just tunnel visioning on that inverse, and that's why it's not working as well as it did. Because previously when I traded with my mind. I didn't trade with it. Oh my goodness, inverse. And we're gonna see an inverse, and after we see an inverse, and we just uncheck. Now I'm trading like I traded with my mind, with some brain cells actually functioning, right? Like coupling my experience and everything together, not just I want to see that close below. Okay, now it's good. Kind of like this. I feel like this one might work regardless of that liquidity rate, but I'm not sure. Like it's just consolidative price action. We're just gonna try, and we're gonna get swept, and then it's gonna work because why? We're impatient and not waiting for the liquidity rate. Oh my god, you're such a big brain, buddy. But no entry. So yeah, liquidity rates are a must. I don't really wait that much for liquidity rates on the 3 minute. I feel like. Because on the 3 minute, whoa, would you look at that? Actually, on the 3 minute, this wouldn't be a valid entry because no gaps, but this would have been a valid entry. So automatically, you're positioning yourself in good winning trades. This is what I mean. That's why I take entries on the 3 minute. On the 5 minute, I actually use my brain when I trade. But I don't like this price action. That's a big rejection. Oh, I feel it's still gonna be bullish. Yup. I mean, win rate is pretty dog shit. Oh my god, it went down so bad. But you know why it went down? Because I know myself. It went down because I actually turned off my brain. Ugh, this is so ugly. God damn. He was working really well because I was also using my brain. But then I turned it off. It took a toll. So probably this is gonna be it for today. I'm really like I need a break from trading. Probably gonna play a bit. Maybe I'm gonna get back, but I don't think so. And this is why tunnel visioning on a strategy and just seeing that inverse. Oh my god, inverse. Oh my god, 1 minute entry. And oh my god, that I'm just gonna take that. It's not gonna work. Like it took a toll from 60 win rate when I was using my brain and my experience and everything I know to couple dots together and to take trades, compared to when you only look at a strategy. Like, it had a huge toll on it and it was like live. That's why you cannot really do this shit, bro. Like, you need to use your brain, like, regardless of what strategy you have, user experience. That's what makes actually good